guys. Okay, so this is the video for July's card project for Inspire Laugh Create on Facebook. And for July, it's kind of like the challenges in the swaps are sort of like items that if you're doing a swap, whether it be here at Inspire Laugh Create or another group or a swap on YouTube or what have you, we always can't, some of us include a bunch of goodies as extras. But sometimes something that you made means more than a bunch of goodies. So that's kind of what we're doing this month. There is a Marie Antoinette domino book challenge that Tracy is hosting. Margaret is hosting a swap for a Chunky Charm that is themed summer fun. There is an altered flashlight challenge going on. So things like that are little extras that you could include in a swap. So when you send stuff out, you may not necessarily have time to make a big elaborate card or have one on hand. I like making cards, so what I do is I make several at a time and I always have them on hand. But you may not be like that, and that's okay. Or you may not think that you're a card maker, or you may not think that your cards are that great. But again, you took the time to make it for someone, and that's what means something. So along with all the little stuff that we're making, the card challenge for this month is a little card that you could include in your swap. But it also, you can make them themed towards, like this one for instance, birthday. And if you have children and they're going to a birthday party and you need a quick card to include in their gift bag for whatever it is, or you yourself, you know, somebody at work is having a birthday and you want to give them a little something and you just need a little card. These are kind of cards that you can make up quick. You can make, you know, bunches at a time, and you just have them on hand for when you need them. Again, you don't have to make a big, huge, elaborate card. These are just simple, easy that you can make and have ready for when you need them. And you can make all different ones with different sentiments on them. So these are 3x3 cards, super easy to make. And that's what this month's challenge will be, to make 3x3 cards. So this is the first one that I made. And obviously it's 3x3, so what you need is a piece of cardstock that is 3 inches wide and 6 inches long. Because then when you either score it or fold it in half, it'll be 3 inches by 3 inches. Okay? And this first matted paper, you can, depending on how many you do, this will be 2 3/4 squared. So 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay? And then this one, like I just punched out a scallop circle, stamped happy birthday on it. I got a little card to include in a gift bag. The paper that I used is the Sweet Life by Melissa Francis that I got from Tracy. So that's what the paper is. And then, like I said, I just stamped the happy birthday, and I used worn lipstick, I think it was, around the outside. And then I just popped it up just a tiny bit. Okay? So those of you who have envelope punch boards, you can make an envelope for it, or what I'm going to do, show you guys how to do today, is just make this little pouch that your card will just slip right in there, and there you have it. You have a little pouch for your card, and you can just stick it right in there and include it in your package. Okay? So there's the first one that we made, and then here's the next one. And again, this is the base, like I said, 3 inches by 6 inches. Fold it or score it in half. So you're going to score it at 3, or you just fold it in half. Okay? And then here's the first paper that I'm going to use to mat, which is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and this is from Prima's Madeline collection. Okay? And then you just, and I rounded the corners of everything, as you can see. You don't have to, you can just leave it regular, but I decided to round the corners. So you just adhere, and I'm trying to use this up still. You just adhere your mat to the card. I'm not even in frame, am I? Nope. Okay, you adhere that down. And then this one, I just cut a shape out with my Cuttlebug and stamped thank you on it. I did not edge this one, but that's okay. And again, these are easy that you can use them for any occasion, not just swaps, whether it be on a Facebook group or a Ning group or even on YouTube. You can just use them for anything. And again, make a bunch up, have them on hand, and you're good to go for any time you need a card. Okay. Okay. There you have it. See how quick, easy that is? Another card. You just write what you need to in here. You're good to go. Okay, now this one I have matted too. And this paper is, and I knew I was going to forget. This one is We Are Memory Keepers Simply Spring is this paper pad. And I have the two. I'm going to mat it 2 times on here. So this first one is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4 square, and then this one is 2 1/2 by 2 1/2. Okay. So we'll put the first one down. And no, I can't talk when I do this because otherwise it'll be crooked. Okay, there's the first one. Second one, and then this one, again, I just punched out a scallop circle and just stamped high on there. And then I just barely edged it with dried marigold. Pop it up. Stick it right in the middle. Now on these, you can embellish them more. You can put little flowers, like these are the millinery flowers that Tracy is selling at Art Attack. You could use little flowers like this, small butterfly punches like these Martha Stewart ones, because these are little enough. You can, embellish them on little things. Put bling in the corners, but obviously they're smaller, so you need to keep things on a smaller scale. But otherwise, you can embellish them. So there are the 2 that I made. Okay, and for your pouch, you need a piece that is 3 3/4 wide by 6 1/8 long. Okay, then once you have that, you're going to put it in your scoreboard. And I find it's easier to score it at 3 1/2 and then flip it and score it at 3 1/2 again. That way I'm not having to hold it like this and score it over here. It's just, for me, it's easier that way. And, oops, sorry. And then, as well, just to fold it, not to score it. So I just fold it in half. It's easier. For me, it is easier. Okay, then you're going to end up with 4 sections. You've got this one here and this one. You're going to cut these 2, or these 2, whichever, just cut these sections out. Okay. I got a mess, total mess going on my table here, guys. Okay, so I'm going to cut it to the score line and then cut that out. Same thing on this side. Cut it up your score line and then cut that out. Okay? So then you end up with something that looks like this. Okay? So these sides right here that are left, you're going to fold them in on both sides. So it's folded there. And that's what's going to make your pouch. Okay? So you need to put adhesive, whatever kind of adhesive you want to use. I need to trim this just a touch more. use my score tape. I've got an 1/8 of an inch score tape. And again, you're going to put your score tape right here, or your adhesive, whatever you're using, right here. And again, you can make an envelope. I don't have the envelope punch board, but my Martha Stewart, my big scoreboard, that I have, the big 12 by 12 or 13 by whatever it is, that has, you know, the jig thing that you can use to make envelopes. So that's just what I use to make envelopes. But I figured for those people who don't have either, we could just make the pouch would be easier. So after you have your adhesive on your sides right here, then you just fold it up. And press it down. Okay. Now, see how mine's not even? I'm just going to trim it. Just trim it so you can't see that. Okay, and then obviously we need the little thing here, the little thumb thing where you can, so you can pull your card out. So I just have my 1-inch circle punch, and you just find the middle, go about halfway in and find the middle as best you can. Give it a punch, let it fly everywhere, and there's your little pouch. Okay. So then you can just take your card and stick your card in. So there you have it. That can go in your package, whether it be a gift bag for a friend, or a swap here on YouTube or Facebook, what have you. Those are your 3x3 cards, which again is your July card challenge for Inspire, Laugh, Create. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.